Alright guys, so in this video we're checking out these new Gemfan Moonlight LED props. So this has two set of batteries in here and an LED light that lights up one of these props. And the colors will change based on the etching of the color. It's on the props. This one's white. I have a red one here. They do come in green and blue as well. And basically they turn on with the battery through pressure on the top of the hub here. That lights it up. So when you lock down your lock nut on your motor, it will turn on the prop. And of course, if you want to save battery, because the battery will run out eventually, you're going to want to untighten the lock nut so that the power turns off. But this is what basically it looks like. Only lights up one prop, not all three. And there's an LED that's coming, basically it points out the side and the light shines through here. And then you see these bands when you fly and the propeller spin around. So to put them together, it's fairly simple. There's some pretty good instructions actually. Just follow these, follow the directions, and just pull all the parts the way they're diagrammed here. It's fairly straightforward, but I'll just show you real quickly what I did. And there's also a video that Gemfan put together as well. So here's what the prop looks like without any of the electronics in it. So you get basically two spots for the battery and then one for the LED, and then you have some grooves and stuff. It's pretty hard to see. Some small parts here. So they do sell the prop by itself in case you just break a prop, and you can transfer the electronics and batteries over to the new prop. They are cheaper, of course, but if you want the LEDs and everything, those are the more expensive, I guess, SKU sort of. So basically, when you go shop for these, if you don't need the electronics, just replacing broken props, get the cheaper SKU. That'll just be the props themselves, and then you can just transfer the batteries and the electronics over. So the key to the whole system here is this LED light. You can see it's very thin and probably pretty easy to break. So you got to be careful. You basically stick it into this slot here, and it goes in vertically so that the LED shines out the side, like so. And then you're going to bend it 90 degrees, like this. So the LED is here. You can kind of see it right there. And you're going to bend it, and then you're going to use these three little prongs or little things that stick out, and they'll use the holes to hold it down. And then you're going to stick these little metal pieces in. This actually makes contact with the battery. And there's basically this type here. That's for the positive side. And then the flat one without the little divot is for the negative side. And you just basically follow the negative and positive, and the positive goes on the inside. So here's a flat piece. This will go on the outside. You just slide it in. It's all kind of set up already, so you can just slide them in. Don't force it. They should just go in pretty easily. So that's the negative. Here's the positive. We'll go on to the other side. So that's one side, and then we're going to do the other side for the other battery. Okay, so I got both sides of those plates in, and then you're going to use these little tiny, they're called SR521 SW batteries. I'll link those in the description as well. And what they look like, they're like basically watch batteries, 1.5 volts each. Look like this, and the positive side is labeled, and this is the negative side. So the positives go on the inside of the prop towards the hub, or the motor shaft. And slide one in, and slide the other one in. And you don't have to force these to go in very easily. There's a little bit of a friction fit here. And then the top of the prop is basically keyed like this. 2 holes on one side and 1 hole on the left, like that. Should go like this. So the one with the 1 hole should be where the LED is. Okay, and basically again, just press and hold so you get that kind of all together. If you hold down give it pressure like you're locking down the lock nut, it should light up the LED like that. And then if you want to take it apart, there's a hole in the bottom here, and they give you this little key. You can actually push the battery out that way. If you want to take it apart, it's pretty easy to take apart the parts as well and get all the parts out of here if you want to switch out the prop. Alright, so this is how much it weighs with all the battery and electronics in there. It's one prop's 4.56 grams, And then without the electronics, just the prop by itself is 3.70 grams.